How important is it for the Bears to just go out there and beat the Lions and lock in that 2 seed?
Ultimately, it's of utmost importance because you have to assume the Eagles are going to beat the Commanders, who are not playing for anything, and the Eagles are. The Bears have to play to win. I loved what Ben Johnson had to say today, very direct and to the point. They're going to play to win the football game because if you win, you lock up the number 2 seed and you guarantee yourself 2 home playoff games rather than just 1. You do not want to go on the road if you're able to win the first one at home. You don't want to go to Philadelphia or wherever. If you want to play at Soldier Field, take advantage of the elements, which should give you a home field advantage. Do that. Win the game. Beat the Lions.
Nobody wants to come to Chicago in January. Right. And yes, you lock up 2, maybe 3 home playoff games. What if the number 1 seed loses and you're still going? Then you could have 3 games at home. This is huge. You're not just looking at the 1 week, yeah, we already got the home playoff game. Let's look in advance if we win. And you know Ben Johnson and the Bears team are looking at that. And even if you do play some of these NFC West teams, none of them want to come to Chicago. I don't care, David. I know you say the Packers. If you're playing the 49ers, you play them that tough at home at their place. They come here to Chicago. Different story in my eyes.
Also underrated about the whole thing, because obviously the Bears want that number 2 seed. Ben Johnson wants to go beat the Lions. Everyone.
I think so.
Remember when they booed him at Ford Field and they hung 50 on ya? Ben Johnson wants to show them, guess who's the champs? Who took the North? Ben Johnson did.
I think that's a great thing to remember. That provides motivation if you need it, because if this game you thought was meaningless, it isn't to people that remember that moment, which I think is going to be one of those rock bottom moments we look back at and say, this is where the climb began. In Detroit, Ben Johnson walking off the field, embarrassed, being mocked. And now he's like, look at us now, because they are division champs. They took the North, and they're ready to go into the playoffs to go on a run. And you're right, Clay. The best way to go on a run, to make your run last the longest, is to play at home. So you play to win so you can guarantee one more victory, one more game in Soldier Field.